right, so get members right here already gives us this option to get our members. So if I go to my class where get members, so group members right here, select all from group members where group ID blah 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 blah. So what I'm actually getting from here is wait a minute, let me come back to group members. For each friend row, okay, get that row. Alrighty then. Okay, so remember that inside requests here, this should not be requests actually. Let's change this to members so it can actually mean something. Let me change that and just say member. Okay, so members is equal to that. Now remember that in here we still have this value of member, which actually has the row. So I will copy this member, which means this has access already to it, so we don't really need to read to find it. So user group member right here. So down at the bottom here, all I have to do is echo out the member variable like I thought. So let's come back here and refresh. Array to string conversion, of course. So here I will use the row like this, and then I will put this in quotation marks so that I don't know why I need to do that, but let's see how it looks like. Okay, so you are a member in quotation marks. Alrighty then. So what I can do, is, because where they're not a member, to say admin or something like that. So instead of all these quotes, I think let me put a span here, and I want to use this to add some style and say float to the right. Yeah, baby, float to the right. Member, and then let's just display, let me say inline block, and then margin, just a little bit of some margin of maybe 6 pixels, so it's not so close to the edge. Alrighty then let me remove this breakness here, this break tag. Okay, something like this. So maybe I shouldn't have floated it to the right. Let me try and remove that for a second. Yeah, I think that looks actually better. So all this was just pointless. So let me remove all this. Let's see what I get without the margin. Nah, maybe the margin was fine. Okay, so this is what we get now. We will see who the member is and so on. But remember that on member here, on members, even the owner is a member, the guy that created this. So we have to include this person. So right here where we are saying get members, the group ID. Okay, so all we need to do is just add this user there, because we already have the, oh, we just have a group ID here, isn't it? Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's create another query here where we will add the user, because that user needs to be part, the admin needs to be part of the whole system. So let us duplicate this here for a second, and then query is equal to select all from users, where actually it's not select all, let's just select owner from users, where user ID is equal to group ID. So let's remove that. Okay, so once we have that, it's going to be in here. So I will ask the question if check again here. Okay, so here what I want to do is because if this guy does not exist, then we will have nothing on this front. So I will put this in here. Let me hit the tab button there. Okay. So instead of returning check here, what we will do is I'll put a number 1 there, check 1, just so it's different from the second one. Okay, so check 1 is going to contain an array of data, and this one is going to contain another array. So here what I want to do is merge the two arrays. So I'll say let me just use result. Maybe I'll say result is equal to array combine. So let's combine two arrays here. So I will start with check 1 and then just add check like that. So that combines the two arrays, and then we will return the result here. Okay. All right. Now, once we return here, but if this doesn't work, we still need to return the very owner by themselves. And so I will say wait a minute, there's something I almost forgot here. There's something we are looking for when we retrieve the get not get request but get members, and that part is member user ID. Okay, so here user ID from users there doesn't exist, we just have owner here, so we have to convert that into something else. So I will say when I get here, just to create it, I will say check 1, this is the 0, right, the first item in the array. So check 1 0 user ID, because it doesn't exist, should be equal to exactly this, but the owner, that way we have it available. So instead of user ID, it's going to be owner, like this. Okay, so I think things are going well. Check 1, and then an array here, an array there. Okay, let me see if this actually works, but I doubt it worked the first time. Array to string conversion on line 110. Okay, that's because I am creating an array. This check 1 0 user ID. No, let me do this. Okay, something like that. Let's try again. Oh, array combine, both parameters should be an equal number of elements. Okay, wait a second here, one moment, let me see what I'm returning here first. So I'll say show that. Refresh. Okay, so I'm returning an array of an array with just owner in there. This is what I'm returning, and that's what I'm returning on the other side. Now if I combine these two, so check 1 is an array of an array. Okay, good. But then what I want to do is, after the array combine, I want to see the resulting array and see what mistake I have made. So come back here and refresh. Okay, so I've made an array with an array, and then there's okay, array to string conversion. So something happened here that messed things up. Okay, so check 0, user ID, let's go check 0 owner. Let me move this here to see what I have in here after this connection. So back here again, refresh. Okay, so which is pretty good. I have owner and I have user ID. This is exactly what I wanted to do here. But on line 111, it's saying array to string conversion. Array. Oh, it's supposed to be array merge. I think this is the problem here. I think I'm using the wrong function here. Let me see if there's array merge. Oh, all right. So that's the one I was looking for actually. Array merge. So I had a problem with the function. Okay, so pretty good. Array merge. And let's refresh now. Okay, so we are doing good. It's just that here we don't have row, which is to be expected. So the same way we added this user ID, we have to add a row, because now we know who this one is, and this one is an admin. So we can be creative here and maybe add a row of creator or admin or something similar. So maybe I will say something like admin. But if you want people to know that's the group creator, you can say group creator. That's entirely up to you. And let me come back here now to the group user group member include file, and let's just put a slight break tag over here so that we can break the love affair of online and admin over here. Let me refresh, and there we go. That looks much better. Okay, so at least now we have two members here, one admin, one just a regular member, and we have no more requests to accept. So far so good. I'll see you in the next video.